Okay, Utopia started in the Christmas holidays of 1978. It was first opened as a record store that was dealing in all sorts of genres. We weren't specifically heavy metal as we are known for the last whatever years, 28 years. At that stage we had Bill Collins, who's on cable now but used to be on TV all the time, doing movie music. And as we were starting to sell a lot of punk in 1978, Bill came in one day when a guy was going through the record racks and started screaming out, "Oh fuck, shit, this is unbelievable," pulling out all this punk stuff. And we also had, at that time, we were doing a hell of a lot of, believe it or not, country and western. We had John Laws as a customer, who's still on radio at the moment, still doing country and western. And that was the second thing that we got rid of as we sold more and more punk and more heavy metal.
Okay, well, my name's Craig. I'm the manager of Utopia Records. I've been filling that role for the last 5 years, and if you were to ask me what that entails, I guess it's coordinating the team around me, making sure that tasks are followed through. It's a big store we have, a lot of different roles, a lot of different genres and types of stock that we have, and I guess I see my role as just joining all the dots and making sure everything gets done at the end of the day. Kinds of customers we get coming into the store, well, we get everything from, you know, little Johnny who's 8 years old and just discovered Kiss to, you know, guys in their 50s who were there when Dylan started playing electric, you know, and everything in between. You know, it's a very broad spectrum. You know, a lot of people like rock music, and you know, although we're known as the metal store, there's a lot more that we do with you know, classic artists and you know, breaking new bands and stuff. So it's the full gamut of music appreciators, I would say, you know, from 8 to 80, male, female, and other.
Hi there, my name is Giles Lavery. I work at Utopia Records. I'm a supervisor here, and I look after the store on most weekends. Also work through the week. I'm a full-time staff member. We get all kinds of people coming in the store. You get people, you know, old guys that have been coming to Utopia Records for 25 years, and you've got, you know, young people, you know, 14-year-old kids coming in just checking out music for the first time, checking out hard rock, whatever they're into. Oh man, we've had a few problems with customers. I'm sure it's like retail anywhere. You have problems with people. Wherever there's people, you're going to have problems, because human beings are like that, and that's human nature. There's no stopping that at all.
We're not, and we still aren't, a real mainstream sort of store. So we deal with mostly collectors and people that are super into certain things. The people that do come to our store are more collectible in that they want to have everything. Like when we started with vinyl, they'd buy everything from vinyl. We were selling vinyl when everyone else was selling vinyl, and the start of vinyl was whatever Australian pressings were available, and Australian pressings have never been particularly good. So the people that were really into what we were doing would be buying Japanese pressings, which we're still selling, which are more audiophile orientated. And it's the same as today. We bring in, you know, imported CDs as well, and people like that's the difference in sound of an imported CD. It's the same as vinyl. That just because it's made in Australia, it won't sound the same as one that comes from England or Japan. It's got more top end or whatever. So people, you know, can hear that and they buy accordingly for that.
My name's Jonathan. I've been working here at Utopia Records for about 1 year now, and I help out Ray with the vinyl section here. And basically, we just receive the stock from the US, Europe, or you know, wherever it's coming from, process it, stick it out here on the racks, make sure the racks are all neat. Okay, we've got, it's all alphabetized in different sections, different genres. We've got rock and roll here, new and used. We've got hip hop, electronic, reggae, soul, dub, funk, Australian.
Some of the bands I get into, man, well, I can't go any further without talking about my main man, Ted Nugent here. This is a guy that has rocked hard since day one, and still rocking just as hard today. He's fantastic. This is one of his best albums, Weekend Warriors. He was also on a band called the Damn Yankees, which is Jack Blades from Night Ranger. Everyone loves Night Ranger, or at least they should. They had a huge hit in 1983 with a song called Sister Christian, and this is their third album, Seven Wishes. I love Night Ranger. I love all kinds of melodic rock, bands like Journey and Foreigner. I love Michael Bolton. Also, Heart. This was a band, all girls, but they rock just as hard as a band which is all dudes. And that's rare, because usually you get a band of all chicks. They're not rocking as hard as the dudes, but man, Heart, they rock.
You know, Utopia stands for an independent ideal. You know, it's a store that's been going for 28 years, owned by one guy.
What does it mean to me? Probably much the same as it means to a lot of people. It's one of the few stores around that still stocks the kind of music that we sell here, which is, you know, hard rock and metal import records that you can't get anywhere else. I remember back, even as a young fella in New Zealand, I'd always hear about Utopia Records. It's had a great name over the last 20 years for, you know, heavy metal and hard rock.
I like working here, man, because well, when we do a big purchase from a customer, like a second-hand purchase, we'll go out to someone's house. Maybe they got 600 records or something to sell, and you know, it's great because we bring them back here and I get first pick. Like the other week, I found Slayer, Rain in Blood on vinyl. Man, that's hot. Like, you don't find that anywhere. So I got it before it even went out on the shelf, which was that was kind of cool. And you know, of course, there's discounts and stuff. So if you collect records, that's where you want to work, man, right here.
As I say, you know, stands for independence, not dictated to by big money business or you know, chain store mentalities, and waving the flag for what's true and what we consider to be real about the music industry.
The store, if you look at what is still out there that's been there for 28 years, and it's, you know, a hard rock store, I suppose. Philippe knows that anyway. It's your Hendrixes, your Doors, your Metallicas, and your Zeppelins, and Guitar Heroes. And that will live forever. You can't kill it. And that's what hard rock, heavy metal is, something that lives on forever, whether you like it or not. And Beatles and Stones and that sort of stuff.
From the